Good morning everybody, welcome your faces back to a brand new vlog where you're tuning in to see what could happen next. And we're back with a lovely weekend vlog because it is a beautiful Saturday and the sun is just not stopping at a minute, so it means that we're gonna get outside, gonna have some fun today and just go and check out a new place. But you know what, it's good to be vlogging, man. I've been looking forward to doing vlogging all week because I've had some plans lined up for today's vlog and I finally get to do it, so I'm excited to actually do this video. So hopefully we're doing well and having a lovely Saturday. So let's go crack on with the first thing of the day. Let's go to see where the pretty cat is. Right, the cat is not here. She's not at the food bowl. Yeah, trust where to find her. Hello, little one. Oh, just look at her. She's got so much bigger. And I'm gonna like put her up here and you can see it. Just like look at her. She's such a good girl. But yes, Willow is doing well. She's loving life and still being adorable, and we still love her. She's like really settled into like life in the house. One thing I'm just not getting used to though is the 4 o'clock wake ups at the minute. That's the one part it's just getting used to. So getting used to dad life before we actually have a kid. Kirsty's knocking up some nice bit of lunch, a little bit of healthiness. Don't mind the stove. We're doing housework late tomorrow. We do housework on a Sunday because it's too nice to be inside cleaning, so we're going to have some fun. But oh, look at those! Tell you, air fryer and like these little sub roll things we get.
It gets rid of your craving for Subway, that's for sure.
Yes, I love Subways. I love Subways. But we found these rolls ages ago. Cheese and herb rolls. Oh my god!
You open the packet, it smells amazing.
Yeah, you just open it. It just smells absolutely heaven. And whack that in the air fryer, a bit of cheese. Homemade Subways. Life is great when you can make Subway from home. Oh. So in the last few months, I've just made Kirsty become like the queen of making lunches because she just makes them look really good and very good at doing it. Look at that. That's just like a nice bit of healthiness. Got a little bit of nice Subway kind of vibe rolls going on there. You're very good at doing lunches, honestly. Before, if I just did lunches, it'd be a bit of ham and a bit of sauce and a bloody sandwich, but she's upgraded to a head lunch girl. Lunch has been consumed, and you know what? Amazing. I feel really ready to get out, go for a nice walk. I feel very refreshed. Oh mate, I love lunches on a weekend. Because the weekdays, I just have a sandwich. Just naff, like I said, I just whack a bit of ham in it, bit of sauce, that's it. But weekends, lunches, make the weekends that little bit more special. But now, we're going to do something which I've been wanting to do for a little while. So transitioning from lunch to upgrades. So for the last few weeks and whatnot, I've been wanting to make some upgrades to the vlogs. I've been looking at like GoPros, cameras and stuff like that. And I'm like, I really want to kind of upgrade because I use my personal phone, but memory is a bit limited on it because I have bloody photos, videos and stuff like that, so more personal use. And it's always that thing of like memory is very limited on his phone because I think I play around, I have about 10 gigs, so it means when I do recording I'm a bit limited on like upgrading the scale of the vlogs. So I want to make them better, and I've been kind of looking at alternatives of what I can do to improve it, and I will say I have made a purchase to improve the vlogs. So let's transition, shall we? From here to here. So we have now upgraded to an iPhone, which is just convenient. I know I could have got a big camera, so it means I don't have to use this phone anymore. I can still use that as my personal phone because I'm an Android boy. So that's the phone I've been using for the longest time, like Samsung 20 years. It's a fantastic camera on it, but its memory is just so limited on it because I've got so much stuff from I've gathered over the last few years. So I've decided to upgrade to an iPhone, which is just convenient because the camera on it is just phenomenal. I can do 4K, and you know what? I can already notice a nice clear difference, and so it's going to be so much easier to do this. Making improvements, investing into the future of the vlogs. So, freaking over the moon with this upgrade. Like I said, I've been looking at everything, and I just like the convenience of a mobile phone because you can just bang it in your pocket. I didn't want to get a big camera or anything like that. The vlogs always look great on the phone as well, and especially with the iPhones as well. They're always really good as well, especially like 4K and stuff like that. And I didn't want to get another Samsung phone as well because I've got this Samsung phone. I know I could have upgraded, but I've just got a new contract on like page as you go, not page as you go, a contract sim sort of thing. So I didn't want to get another contract phone because this one I've only just started. So yeah, and I got a really good deal on this phone. So making improvements and all that. There's a whole probably another way I could have made it a bit easier of not having to get another phone, but it's the most convenient one. So yeah, moving forward, we'll be using this phone, which is going to be so much helpful because, like, especially if we're out on trips and stuff like that. So like if I'm driving, this is the big thing. Kirsty can use this phone to record because sometimes I have to use my phone as a sat nav, so I can't use my phone to vlog. It's one of those as well as like if Kirsty records on her phone, I have to get the footage off her and stuff like that. That probably still will be a thing, but if I want anything recording, I've literally got this phone now just for vlogging, and I don't need to worry about that. And hopefully this eliminates down, like when I say, like when we're in the car and we want to record stuff and I've got to get Kirsty to record it on her phone and to send it to me. She doesn't have to do that now. She can just pick up this phone and we can do some nice B-rolls in the car using this phone. So exciting times. What we're going to actually do now, we're actually going to head out and go and try out this. Like, I've not actually used this yet properly. It's going to be my first time kind of going out, trying out the camera out and about. So let's head out, shall we? Because we're going to a new place which we've never been to before. So we're going to head there now. So let's roll a bit of B-roll, shall we? Because we can. So we made it to our location where we are going to be for today, and I didn't expect to see this here, which I'll show you in a moment, but let's quickly go over here to show you where we actually are. We have come up to King's End Local Nature Reserve. So I've never been here before. This just popped up on Google Maps, so we were like, yeah, let's go for it. So a lot of nature, Google reviews look good, and this thing as well is just here. Makes me think what this was years ago, so just didn't expect to see a big building here. How many people have broken into there, I wonder? So we just read the information board, which is just behind us. And we know what this building is now. So basically, back in the 80s, 70s, and 60s, 1800s, all the way down there to all the way down there, this was a train line, and this place was where they picked up food to take it to different parts of Cambridgeshire, which was quite interesting. And London, yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, so nature's just reclaimed over the years of this. So as somebody keeps on interrupting me, 70 years ago. I said many years ago, but it's like, no, 70 years ago, this was closed down, and now nature's taken it, and now it's just, all the tracks have been taken up, so you can just now walk it, and just take in nature.
Post-industrial reclamation.
Ugh. And the plus side with having a new phone now just for vlogging means when I actually do my exercise on my bloody phone, because a few vlogs back, it just kept on, like on the app, just says, pause, start with my walking, because the sound on it. So now it doesn't interrupt the vlogs, so it means my phone can now just track my steps and I don't have to interrupt the app while I do my activities, and the vlogs don't get annoying little sounds gotta go, workout paused. So that shit was annoying me on my last edit, so fuck that one. Oh mate, that annoyed me. You're gonna do your little impersonation of a train for me?
Very mature.
Very, you just did it a minute ago.
Sounds like something you would do. I think you're trying to do transference.
I can do that. Choo choo. Well, I wasn't expecting to see that there. I take a sit down and I have a cracking view. Can't get a beat of the thorns. I love that view. What?
Raspberry bushes.
I know it's raspberry bushes, but
Why is this bench here?
I don't know. I don't have a clue why it's here. I guess if you want to sit down halfway by walking, but random. So we just walked all the way up here, so we had the random bench just down there. But then we walk up to here. Now this is where more you want a bench.
Dane, hey.
Very good, very good. There's a bit of hay. But yeah, look at that. It's one hell of a view. Oh, but yeah, as you can tell, private property. But we do have an actual good view. Oh yeah, it's your cracking view. I get to look at some hay. These benches are placed so randomly, I love it.
Hey!
So right, we're coming out mainly for today to try this phone out, so we're going to do a little bit of testing with it to see how actual good this is. So let's see on how good the actual zoom is, because I can see some cars from a distance. I want to see how quality this looks with this camera. All right, this is normal We're now going to zoom into the 6x zoom. That's not that bad actually, it picks up quite well. My steadiness is not great, I do apologise, but that's what it would be at. To the zoom. Once again, I'll try it again here. Yeah, I really like the zoom on this, it's really good. I'm impressed, it's very good. So the zoom in definitely passed its tests and I'm very happy with it. Oh, it's just nice to have like good camera and like not having to worry about date, like the size file and stuff like that, because like I said with my old Samsung, I wouldn't be able to do the best settings I could because the files just get too big. I just wouldn't be able to hold as much backlog of files and that, so it means I can now upgrade everything and make them look more beautiful, and I don't need to worry about much memory at all. Kirsty has somewhere disappeared, and let me guess, to the left hand side there's going to be a bench. Am I right or am I wrong? Oh, let's go a whole different way. Somewhere to park your bikes up, I'm guessing. And kind of goes off path with some steps. And guess we're taking a slight detour. Where we end up, who knows? It's why you tune in to see what could happen next, because I don't even know what's going to happen next. Yeah, it's a good thing that we did wander off a little bit, because we've just come across this little bit here. I've got this little lake bit. Like a bit of water down by there. Kirsty's got down. Don't know if I want to attempt. I don't trust myself. No, that looks lovely. Give you like a wider shot, but that does look very, very nice. Shame we can't get a bit closer down there, but I didn't expect to see a little pond here. So we've come out of the trees and we're coming out to this. It's really nice to have this either side of us. Just this all overgrown sort of vibes. It's nice. Yeah, you can see a bit of the lake down there.
How do you know it is a runoff?
A runoff, sorry. She's in one of those moods today who just want to correct me constantly. It's been since this morning. Just what happens when she has a lack of sleep and she chooses violence instead of peace for today. That's how she's getting through her tiredness of just giving me shit. Someone please help me. I just quickly just stopped for a moment because we've got a meeting with the wedding people next week, so I was just jotting down some questions I just thought of while out on my walks, and basically I don't know where Kirsty's gone. I don't know where she's gone. I was expecting a bench to be just by here, but there's a bench up there, but I don't see her there. I don't know where she's gone. But yeah, I just literally stopped to write down some notes because I've talked about it a little bit, but I do use a pocket notebook quite a bit. I will do a video on this at some point because it's been a massive big help with especially my mindset, because my brain's moving all the time and trying to remember stuff. So using a notebook has been really helpful, helping me to remember. And I found her. I think she's got a good spot as well. That is a good spot to be sitting. Ooh, did you? Nice. Oh, I can see it. You very faintly you can see it, yeah. It's a nice little spot there to be sat. Yeah, I thought I was expecting you to be sat on a bench. Don't know if you see it, I'll stay still. You might see the dragonfly flying. You see it slightly moving.
When you look at dragonflies, you remember that they were around when the dinosaurs were. They look so prehistoric. Well, obviously their ancestors.
Look at him. Wow. Check out this bench. We just come up these stairs from down there. I love seeing these sort of benches all carved out. It's like a snake. Oh, that's so nice. That is cool. So it's now time to become a bird watcher as we head into my little hut. Can I spot any birds? We have to be really quiet because we don't want to disrupt nature. I see fuck all at the moment, but you have to be patient and wait. A bird might appear. Just like I'm doing ASMR right now. Let's stand here and see if we see anything. Shh. I'm trying to find nature.
I found nature. It's a natural occurring effect. It always appears where there's absolutely boring shit going on.
Alcohol. I did say when we've been here, I have smelt lager a few times, and that's probably why. Because people drink it. Like it's 1, 2, 3. What?
4, 5, 6 meters away.
Oh yeah, there's a bin right there. Yeah. I've said on this walk, like at least 2 or 3 times I've had that thought. I've said it only once to Kirsty, but to myself, I'm like, I can smell lager. Lager's just got that real taint smell to it. And I've smelled it a few times and I'm just like, that probably explains why. But it's a really weird place to come drinking because it's just literally in the middle of nowhere and it's not really somewhere you're like, oh, let's go and have a beer and go and hang out here. It's just old railway line, which is now a nature reserve. Weird place to come drinking, I say. Literally just stopped in this spot because there's such a strong smell of lager. I don't know, I don't see no cans or anything. It just stinks of it. So weird. And it's like coming to this bench where there might be some lager cans or something. There's no cans in sight. Don't get it. Such a random place to come drinking and that. But yeah, we're now going to head back to the car now because it's getting a bit too wee warm. Not that much further on, to be honest. So we're like, yeah, it's a good point to turn around and head back. So that's what we're going to do now. Then get back home and crack on with whatever things we need to do for the day. Rightio, so we made it back home, and you know what? It was a lovely little walk. It was, other than the smell of lager constantly. Yeah, that was a good little walk, to be honest. And me and Cassie were saying again, like, yeah, we're going to do that again in the future. Like, it's quite nice with this, like, living up here. Like, we've got all these, like, sort of things kind of like close by-ish. So kind of makes for, like, going out quite often. And this one has just been a nightmare since I've got home. She is just hyper. I just do this. Sometimes she comes. She's not having none of it. So like, look at her. You could try and make me come, but I'm not. Yeah, so I just thought I would, in this vlog as well, just update you on me, 'cause I like to sit down every now and then and just kind of update you on 1 or 2 things that are kind of happening. Obviously, a few months ago, I mentioned about the fact of getting tested for ADHD, and just an update on that, really. So I had a phone call this week regarding some like extra questions about the thing I did, like I don't really know, like going forward with it with my GP, and they phoned me again asking a few more questions, which is quite good because it's been a few months since I've done my question kind of thing, mini assessment thing. To get going with the assessment, like getting tested. So they asked me a few additional questions, but I had actually a phone call this week where my information had been passed on to my local area for people to do the assessment. So, and they said they'll be in contact soon. So that's a good step, I say. So we are still in the process of it, and I've had an update of that sort of thing, really. So we're 1 step closer. So hopefully in a few weeks, I'll probably have another update for you of what's actually happening. But it has been quite interesting this last like few months of learning about ADHD and stuff like that. And because for me, I've always thought ADHD is very like, you have to be outwards focused, outwards kind of like hyper and stuff like that. And it's very like, you know, when someone's got ADHD because they're very loud and stuff like that. But there is another side of ADHD, which is quite, which I would say I am, is very inside, very like overthinking inside. Don't like rejection that much, so I do a lot of like just trying to please people, stuff like that, and just a lot of hyper focus and just trying to mask it a lot. And so inside I'm like screaming and in fires, like, oh my god, but outside I just kind of give off like a really chill feeling, and like I'm not stressing or anything like that, but it's very internal, which is quite interesting for ADHD. That's the thing, because I never knew that myself, and I'm doing a lot of research, and especially I know that thing is like, don't believe the things that you see online and blah blah blah, don't read this, don't watch that. A lot of this stuff is actually quite helpful because it's a lot of stuff that I've always done in life, but then I've kind of gone out my way to do research on it, and a lot of stuff kind of just resonates with me so much. I'm like, oh my god. So I watched this YouTube short earlier just talking about ADHD masking, and it just ticked up so much things. Is like cleanliness in my house, I'm too stressed about that, and if someone comes around my house, like if it's too dirty, even though my house is pretty much tidy, I just get too stressed about it, and I get into like myself into like one of these spaces where I'm like hyper focused, trying to get everything done, and I just get myself wrapped up and just overstimulated. I'm just like, yeah, just that thing. And just being very quiet, but inside I'm internally screaming and just overthinking everything, and just, yeah, it's interesting. A lot of stuff that is with me. There's a whole list I could go into with it, which I'd say like is the other side of ADHD, which I just didn't know about. And is that thing is like, I'm still not tested yet, and like can be like, yes, I've fully got it, but a lot of things are definitely ringing bells with me in a minute, and kind of go, yes. And especially like things I've been doing like since like moving out, and like Kirsty's noticed it really has changed on how things are done now. It's like we always kind of go, oh, we know why you're doing that, because it could be that. So it's not the fact I'm just doing it for a reason, it's just the way my brain works and ADHD side of stuff. So yeah, so hopefully if we can get this assessment sooner than rather than later. I'm still expecting it to be a massive wait, but if we do get tested sooner, then it'd be good, because it'd be nice to know to actually kind of put that pinpoint and be like, yes, that's why I've been acting that way. Because when I was in school, never got diagnosed with it or anything like that, and it's only since I've got turned into adulthood really, I've kind of my behaviors and what I do and that, it's kind of really like put a light on it, kind of, why do I do this stuff? And it really answers a lot, especially for the last like 5-7 years of being the way I am, and especially as I'm getting older, like going out, getting overstimulated on stuff and that, like loud places, people and that. It's just like, oh my god, it's like really, it does amaze you as you get older, and like how you change and generally how your behaviours change as well. And you kind of notice more. It's probably more the fact of behaviours I've always been doing. I've always thought it's that, but it's actually not that. It's not right, but it is what it is. But yeah, a little bit of a ramble, but there's your little update on what's happening with Dane and his ADHD assessment. We're still waiting, but I'm learning a lot about it along the way, so still got a lot more learning to do, but it's quite interesting to learn. So if you're ever in that sort of thing, don't feel ashamed to, maybe if you feel like you maybe have ADHD or anything like that, then yeah, have a little nose online. There's a lot of good information out there, and it's quite, you learn a lot. It really is good. What the amount, like the content people put out these days, is really helpful, and you learn a lot. It's really, really good. So ignore them gits who say don't listen to the internet. Right, so after that little rant of me chatting at you, I've got to sit down and do a little bit of editing, because I'm trying to get ahead before the wedding. Because when it comes to the wedding, I think it's 2 weeks around, like week before, 3 weeks, I'm going to say, like the week before the wedding, the actual week of the wedding, and when we come back, we've got like another getaway as well, so we've got quite a lot going on over the space like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm trying to get ahead of vlogs at the moment and just get ahead of scheduling and stuff like that, so it means when I'm away I don't need to worry about vlogs and stuff like that, and just kind of like just not stress about it, because I've got that little bit underlying stress, like make sure I've got plenty of content ready and made for around the wedding, because at the minute I'm a little bit stressed with it, but I've got ideas to do, but it's obviously just a case of just filming it and just editing it and making sure that it's all fine. It's just that thing of getting overstimulated and worrying, overthinking it, leads back to the ADHD sort of stuff. So I've got nothing to worry about, but I'm worrying. Can't win. So I'm going to sit down, do some editing, and enjoy some protein shake, because I'm on a bit of a health kick at the minute. So I'm going to enjoy this lovely vanilla protein, which has got 25 grams of protein. So yeah, let's get some editing done. So just moving the footage from this phone to my computer. Having counted, my first thing is the files on the iPhone are different to what I'm normally used to. So encoding them on my computer in a minute, it's a bit of a faff. So I've got to work around that. And so yeah, to be trying to sort of the vlog footage and stuff like that from today, because I want to look at the footage back and that. But I can't look at it at the moment because the encoding on my computer doesn't like it. So I'll figure it out when I get to it. Because it's just a quick job in a minute, because I need to start doing dinner. But I did just receive a text message from someone, and someone is going to be hopping around shortly. I say shortly, in about 2 hours time. They're being out for the day, and they just dropped me a message going, Dane, I'm coming home soon, and I'm going to stop by on the way back. I'm like, if you want to pop around, dude, I'm at home, I'm doing absolutely nothing other than sitting on the couch watching TV, so if you want to pop around, why not? I'll make you a cup of tea. And so we will be having a special guest appearing in the next few hours, so I'm going to keep you on your toes on who it could be. Who could it be? So I've got to show you this. So Kirsty does crocheting and whatnot, and obviously we've just got a cat, and you can get outfits for cats and that, but Kirsty's made this little hat thing for Willow, and you've got to see her with it on. So cute. We've got to be quick with this, because we just put it on a moment ago. She tried to take it off. Look at her, she's got a little hat. We're going to make some more little outfits for you. She's so cute. And now she does the thing of trying to get it off. Oh, you're a good little one, aren't you? A special someone has arrived. How was the drive? I bet you're fucking knackered. Hello there, Stephen.
Hello there.
Look who I've got here.
Hello, sir. Hello, Frank. Hello there.
Hello, sir. We just wanted.
Because actually said I spy William.
I told her
Wait,
Lisa would
where?
get a message.
Oh, for God's sake. You bastard.
I told you I messaged Billy.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye, kisser.
See you later, mate. Woof.
Just woofing at the dog.
William thinks she's a dog.
Woof back.
Yeah. Well, sir, it's good to see you. Take care of yourself. You're welcome around any time.
Thank you.
But we'll actually see you in a month for the wedding. 2 Pint Terror's coming out.
No.
I can't believe Frank's just left. But he's just literally just caused carnage outside my house by just shouting shit out the window and beeping his horn. It's only 9 o'clock, luckily, but Christ.
Well, there is a baby next door.
Oh, fuck that. But, oh no. We're normally quite quiet around here, but when Frank's come around, he's coming on. "Ah!" So, yes, it was good to see Frank. He was away down towards London way today, so he was driving back up this way, and he thought he would swing by, say hello to me. So, yeah, nice little pit stop, and I'll see him again at the wedding. But, yeah, might see him a bit more, because like, Frank doesn't live that far away from me, so we do want to plan up, do some other bits and bobs at some point. Some activities, so we'll hopefully see him a little bit more in the vlogs over the next like few months and that. But guess who's awake? Lady Darcy. But yeah, that was a nice visit. So Frank, if you are seeing this, it was great to see you, dude. And let's come around again soon, dude. We'll watch some football and have some bits. But lovely people, we are going to outro this vlog now. It has been a cracking day, literally starting the new vlog journey with a new phone, going out on a lovely walk today, and the icing on the cake with Mr. Frank turning up to my house as a nice surprise. So it's been a good solid day and a good way to kind of wrap up this video. We don't need anything else to happen because it's just been solid and good fun on its own. If you have enjoyed yourself, make sure you leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe and ding the little bell as well to be notified when next week's vlog goes live at 7 o'clock on the dot, where you'll tune in to see what can happen next and what we're going to do next. We never know. We take it as it comes, and we'll just see what happens. But before I do go, I'm just going to put it here. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, because I'm starting using TikTok a little bit more over the last few weeks. So make sure you go follow me on TikTok, and I'm posting over there. So not everyone watches YouTube. So if you want to see like little behind the scenes of like the vlogs, my little fitness challenge things I'm kind of doing as well, make sure you follow me over there. If you don't use TikTok, don't worry, I use YouTube Shorts as well. So if you want to see that sort of stuff, I always upload it there, or Instagram stories as well. So don't worry. Any short form content place, I post it there, so don't worry if you're not on TikTok. But thank you very much for watching. I love your faces, and have a great rest of your day. Whatever you're up to, love you. See you next week at 7 o'clock. Have a good one. Bye bye.